afternoon, everyone. This is Jared RAND, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Thursday, January 2, 2025, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll be having Reverse Aging Health Call and all the rest tomorrow night, Friday night, at after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to address some things that have been occurring and what the purpose is, and other situations that will be arising. Freedom means the opportunity to be what we never thought we would be. Daniel Boorstin. If you were to decide that you were just going to be in a relaxed state the rest of your life, what would that mean? It would mean that you would be in the heart mind, that you would be in the process of mastering the ego mind and your thoughts, which means it would eliminate fear, anxiety, stress, all of it. You wouldn't experience it anymore. And that may sound a little crazy, but it's spot on. It's very true. Every problem that we create is solved through the divine, all-loving, expansive heart energy within every one of us. It is always available and found through relaxation and surrender. And by learning to relax, we learn how to trust life. And this practice of a deeper relaxation is how this divine solution will constantly manifest into our life. So within our heart, the very essence, there is always a current of peace and an abundant river of bliss. Now, one might say, well, I'm not feeling that. What are you talking about? I don't feel that. Doesn't mean that it's not there. It just means that you haven't yet opened your heart fully to this moment and tamed the wild chatter, relentless mind completely. The mind with its ego-driven tendencies do not want to ride this gentle river of heart-centered bliss. The ego fell into the river of bliss, it would die. The ego knows this. It feels afraid to totally let go, trust, and completely dissolve and merge with the bliss. It most certainly will die, yet with every death is also a wondrous rebirth. When the mind thinks too much, the ego believes that it is in charge of everything. The ego gets stirred up and thinks it's in control of the universe, no matter what happens or doesn't happen in this life. It starts demanding for things to be different than they are, forgets to ask with kindness or what it wants, and becomes impatient, aggressive, and sensitive. These qualities are how you know that the ego is in the driver's seat, running the show and pretending that it is in charge. In actuality, it isn't. The ego does not want to realize that we are all divine beings that are connected to an infinite source of wisdom. It doesn't care to know that. Vast cosmic intelligence and universal love. The ego's job is to create the illusion of separation so we can have the experience of unification with Source. Truth is that our divine infinite nature is permanent and already here inside us now. Now, this divinity is always here, always now, and always available, no matter what the ego believes or experiences. It's a choice, but once you do choose to be the master of your mind, the ego becomes your faithful servant, and you soon discover this natural river of bliss inside your heart. The silence of the mind allows us to discover this sacred stream within. Only with an infinite amount of patience will the mind stop its controlling, repetitious, chaotic patterns. Only with infinite presence with the mind come to a complete stop, and you'll become 100% absorbed in the divine source. The opportunity to experience this is found within every moment. The silence between your every breath contains the doorway, and your heart is the key. Now you can choose to begin the process of mastering your mind by redirecting your focus repetitively towards your heart. And the more often you place your attention there, the more love, awareness, and energy flows to and from there. And eventually, this awesome chakra center will open, and you'll experience your true spiritual connection to this infinite river of bliss. It's a simple practice, and it will bring your life much greater joy, wisdom, and clarity than any major accomplishment you could have in the physical world. So you begin to tame, right? You tame your mind. It's like every morning you take about 10 minutes every morning to do this flowering heart visualization. Focus on the essence of your heart. Feel the energy your heart has. Let it be exactly the way it is. Thank your heart for giving you life. Now imagine that your heart has become a beautiful flower. Imagine that its soft, gentle petals are opening to the warm rays of the sun. Receive the warm, healing light rays of the sunshine in your heart. Let the light come pouring in and radiate through your heart and spread into every cell through your body. Let this divine light energy radiate all around your body, filling the room, city, country, and penetrating every being in this world. Continue to let this energy flow until you feel completely at peace and at home inside yourself. We do these practices so that we actually can master the material physical, which then gives us the spiritual. The miracle is that as you awaken, so too does the whole universe. Pir Velayat. Now this world has a natural order and perfection within it. This is a divinely orchestrated universe. It is easy to see, feel, and experience when you simply focus your attention in its direction. And as you know, what you put your energy on grows stronger. The more you take time to look at the beauty and the perfection around you, the more you'll see, feel, and experience the awesome divine energy that is within all beings and things on this planet. It's only your mind that stops you from perceiving the divine in every experience, being, and thing. Because the mind tends to complain about things that it perceives as bad or wrong, because these things are not in alignment with its plans and expectations. The mind would like everything to go according to its agenda and can think it is the supreme ruler of its universe. Truly, it has no idea how our whole life is going to look once it is finished. While the mind may grumble and get upset about certain experiences, we can always step back from the mind, see the gift in every perceived negative event. Wherever there is an open mind, there is the possibility of seeing the positive within everything. It's kind of like a coin. You look at the heads and you say, well, that's the heads. But on the coin, there's two sides. There's actually three sides. There's the middle path, which is the edge of the coin. And then there is the heads and the tails. Most of us will not look at the other side because we fear what may be there. So we just don't bother to look. But it is a good practice to look at both sides, because where there's good, there's bad, and where there's bad, there's good. So just in anything, there is always good. You're always going to find it somewhere, as long as you look. Now, by looking at any event with humility and a long, deep, quiet curiosity, the perception pendulum inside the mind will swing from negative to positive. And with enough childlike innocence and courageous introspection, you'll start to understand that everything happens for a bigger purpose. Now, this reason is not always evident at first, yet each event is always created by an all-loving, intelligent universe that is helping you to live your life's mission all the time. Now, if this life were just a big, beautiful puzzle, the mind would only be able to perceive one piece of the puzzle and not the entire assembled masterpiece. One piece. The conscious mind isn't big enough to understand or comprehend how all of the pieces of this deeply complex universal puzzle of life all fit synchronistically together. Only when the mind drops can we catch a glimpse of the bigger picture. Only when it is one with this universe will it truly understand, comprehend, and see this perfection everywhere, all the time. The universal grand design is already perfectly in place. All the pieces of this mysterious puzzle are exactly right, even if the mind judges them not to be. The perceived imperfections you see are actually your path to freedom. You see, the purpose of the mind is to continually grow, open, learn, and expand to the point that it realizes it is one with the universal mind. The mind creates these misperceptions just so it can one day know what perfection truly is and really appreciate it. We really do not know what love is until we've experienced the loss of love. Everything has its opposite to give us contrast so that we can have many different experiences to learn and grow from. The mind often gets in the way of us seeing and knowing that this perfection is all around us. It believes it is solely responsible for managing our entire world. And that if one little thing is not right, it throws a huge raging fit. It tends to think that it's the general manager of this universe. Now, when your world does not seem perfect to the mind right now, then you take a giant step back from the mind. This will help you to experience a more universal perspective. And once you get even a tiny glimpse of this awesome, divine, holographic conscious matrix, mind will be humbled, relax a bit, and start to see more of the divinity in everything. See, eventually our mind will be absorbed into the God energy, into the soul, into the spirit, and to divine perfection. And the ego will basically go to sleep and not wake up again. Commitment unlocks the doors of imagination, allows vision, gives us the right stuff to turn our dreams into reality. James Womack. Every smidgen of our existence while we're in these bodies is about one thing. It really is about one thing. What is the one thing? Manifesting. Everything. Now you begin to realize through heart-mindedness just how magnificently powerful you are. And you begin to embrace the power that you are. And how does this happen? One might ask, how does manifesting happen? What is it? It happens because your body-mind is a channel for the inexhaustible spiritual source of energy, love, and creativity that is found only in the present moment. The more present we all are, the more our body opens to this manifesting power, and the richer our experience of this life becomes. With a consistent, relaxed yet focused awareness on what we want instead of what we do not want, we will naturally and continuously manifest amazing things. Everything any of us need is inside of us. This entire universe and its divine consciousness is our very nature. This has total command over all the elements, atoms, and thought forms in existence and beyond. This is the truth of who you are. You were told by others that you are a body, name, identity, that has certain beliefs and limitations. These are all ideas about who you are and only a fraction of the truth of what and who you truly are. To truly comprehend the powerful manifesting beings that we are, we simply need to experience it for ourselves. And to have this experience, we need to access our infinite potentiality by practicing dropping deeply inside. There is a deep stillness and silence within you always that is intimately connected to the all-loving, divine, universal intelligence in this present moment. There exists an inner knowing and a comprehension that you are all-powerful and extremely magical. This body, mind, universe are all magical holograms in which you can create anything you desire at any time. When you have a consistent positive flow of intention and high emotional energy toward any desired outcome, this sacred magical universe has to assist you in the present moment. The real power of manifesting is only possible when you are truly showing up in the present moment. The instant you stop being 100% engaged in what your now experience of life is, by getting up in your head about the past or the future, life loses its juicy flavor. Deeper spiritual meaning and overall divine manifesting experience. With an open and centered energy, your thoughts manifest from your core creative self, and you magically co-create your life with the God that you are within. And this is why we call it co-creation. Because you and the God that you are working together. Not against each other, but with each other. Now you've heard the old saying that you can't step into the same river twice, right? Well, truth is, you cannot even step into it once. The moment has already changed the second you think you've arrived. That's how fast this divine presence is. The moment moves and flows much faster than the mind. The mind can never ever catch up the present moment. When it actually does catch up, the mind is no longer there. You reach a state of no mind or nirvana. Everything you want is contained within this universe. And the universe only exists in this moment. Why would you look at any place else for what you want? Manifesting energy is only found in the here and now. And there's more of it than you could ever possibly use. The present moment is more amazing than anything that the mind can conceive of. And it is the only place that you truly exist. And once you surrender your life to the present moment for many days and many weeks, you will have a shift in consciousness that is so profound that your life will never be the same. A dynamic transformation will unfold through you, and you'll see the manifesting your desires is effortless and joyful. Miraculous synchronistic events will become your everyday life. A sense of inner peace will prevail. And within each moment, there will only be time for you to shine your light onto the world. Surrendering to the present moment is how we bring truth, vision, purpose, and meaning to our life and step into being the divine, magnificent being we truly are. What we're looking for is freedom from the mind. It's crucial. And freedom from the mind means that we end up mastering the mind, and then the mind lets go and is absorbed into the divine. It's gone. How would it feel, since most of us don't know what nirvana, the feeling of nirvana is? But nirvana is completely without mind. So that means all the worries, the stresses, the fears, the being right, the being wrong, all of that is gone. Doesn't exist. Now, some of us would be concerned about that. Be fearful. And again, that's ego mind holding on. You know how a lot of us will go, I'm going to do about face and walk away from that. I'm not going to do that. This is our evolutionary leap on this planet into a very deep spiritual existence, where everything I just shared is there all the time. And we create, we manifest all the time things that we want. Are there challenges? Yeah, but not like they have been for thousands of lifetimes. Challenge will be like, you have everything, right? But to have everything is to be at peace with everything. It's huge. If you have everything and you're at peace with everything, then you're in the grips of the ego mind. And we learn to flow with the energy. In the quiet time of this meditation, you are pure energy, what you really are, the God that you are, not the body. And so as you're relaxed into your body, in a comfortable position, as still as you can be, focused on your breath rising and falling, feel for yourself what nirvana without mind is. With no mind. You're in the now. The mind's not there. The ego's not there. It's just you, the God that you are within that body. I join you in meditation. I'll return to close this out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. And an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body, focused on your breath, rising and falling. We are here to love. Your love for another simply reflects the love you have for yourself. Practice embracing with an open heart these criticisms you have had about yourself. Just love this ego and its inner judge. Let melt into this love that is always sweet and always available. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night, the following morning. And we'll return here Friday, January 3, 2025. We'll have 3:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation call. And a little after 9:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our reverse aging health call and all the rest. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest, deepest, purest of the purest, purest. Eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's happening outside of you or within you. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in.